What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome to the Week 15 Beast and Bum. Jump right into it. I think these are basically pretty obvious. Kamish touched on it on his stuff. I can't make many arguments against any of it. But Beast of the Week, easily, hands down, Duke Shabags. Taking out the number one prospect, highest scoring team in the league. Yeah, you can't say nothing bad against him. Like, his shit is firing on all cylinders, and definitely had a beast of a week. 160 when he needed it the most. Kamish, I hate to see it go down the way it did, man. Like I said, that the little video wouldn't have digs. Like, that's exactly how I would feel if I was you after going through this season the way you did. Same exact thing happened to me last year. We talked about it. I even went back and looked at the scores. I was outscoring everybody, well over 100. But you averaged 5 points more a week than I did last year. But we were both head and shoulders above the rest of the league. Just to go down and lose at the worst time. So I feel bad for you, man, but it is what it is. That's part of the game, and you live to fight another year. Hopefully next season will be better for you. Bum of the week. BDZ's bitch ass the bum of the week. Worst team possible. All his free agent pickups didn't amount to shit. Poor roster management. And now he's back to running his fucking mouth on the boards. I know everybody else is cheering for it. I'm over that shit, man. I done beat that battle. I won that war. But it's fun to see, I guess. I ain't got the time to read your 30-page long text and stuff. So if I miss a bunch of it, I apologize. Either way, you're bum of the week, and can't argue that one. All right. Pick'ems. Last week, went 500 again. I got to go back and redo the math, but I think I'm two games under 500 because of that 0-6 week that really fucked me up. But again, I'll do the math before the end of the season, or try to. It don't really matter that much. 500 ain't fucking good, so we'll see what it is. So we'll roll into this week, though. A couple good matchups. We'll start with Cannoli and Red Balls. Computers got it pretty close, but man, everybody's been saying it. Cannoli's team caught fire at 6-8. It's just, bro, the roster's good. I don't know any other way around that. Some injuries helped you out. Michael Wilson being in and balling out of control has been good. Trevion Henderson getting to jump up in the starting lineup and do his thing, been good for you. And then, of course, the rest of the roster was pretty strong anyway. You got pretty decent matchups this week. Expected a high point output from everybody. And then you're going up against fucking J.J. McCarthy. So I think he's had 2 good weeks in a row, too, but I don't know if he keeps doing that. Giants pass rush might actually get after him. Don't know what to think of Chase Brown over there for Red Balls, with Cincinnati's offense being so wishy-washy. Kenneth Walker's still splitting. Jamar Chase again, Cincinnati's offense. Drake London. Jaden Reed might get a little bump this week with Christian Watson going down. I think Watson's still out. But then you got Brandon Aubrey, who's fairly automatic. I think he had some issues last week. I'm going with the computer on this one. I see a 6-8 team and Cannoli jumping up and taking a spot in the championship. Not that Red Ball's team ain't good. I just feel like Cannoli's on a heater, man, and I think he's going to surprise some folks. And he could, no shit, come out and win this thing when he goes up against Duke. All right, next one. D's Bucks, or moving down south, versus the Commish Man Soup. This one's heavily favored for the Commish. 65% to 35%. Let's see. These Bucks got Jackson Dart, Devon Achane against Cincy, Ashton Jenney against Houston. Oh, that's brutal. Mike Evans coming back online. Rashee Rice, we'll see what happens. I don't know what Gardner Minshew is going to do. And I don't know. Tennessee's defense is trying to step up a little bit, so maybe they put a hurting on them. I don't know. Rams defense against Seattle, be a good game. All right, and over here for the Commish, Dak Prescott going with the 3 running backs again. I don't know how well that Chuba Hubbard thing is going to work out for you, man. It seems like he's giving it all up to Rico Dowdle, which is a shame because I thought he was a pretty good running back. What do you got on your bench down there? You got Chris Rodriguez. I think he could maybe do something. But, yeah, if you're going with the 3 running backs, go with what you're comfortable with. JSN against the Rams, no fucking way he's putting up 30. They got him projected for 30 on the Rams defense. I don't know, man. Crazier shit's happen, but we'll see. Either way, looking at the overall lineups and the matchups, I'm with the computer on this one. I don't know if it's as big a blowout as they're predicting. But yeah, I got to go with the commish on this one. I think he moves on to the next round in the Turkey Bowl and sitting pretty. All right, next Turkey Bowl matchup, Philly Boy Green versus Chubb Hunter. This one's super tight, 54% to 46% in favor of Philly Boy Green. Matt Stafford against Seattle. Again, it'll be a tough defensive battle, but Stafford should pull through and do well for you. Bijan's bounced back. He's doing okay. Kyron Williams, not sure how his game will go. Justin Jefferson, maybe this is his breakout game. He bounces back and J.J. McCarthy finds him somehow. They got him projected for almost 18. I'm pulling for it. I hope it happens. But Chris Boswell is automatic. And then Chiefs defense against Tennessee. I don't know, man. I don't know how that's going to work. I think their defense is giving up right behind the offense. I've got Tennessee actually winning that game this week. I think it's going to be good, but I think Tennessee's going to pull it off. All right, looking at Chubb Hunter. Jared Goff against Pittsburgh. I guess it depends on which Pittsburgh shows up. They've been up and down, and last week they showed big. We'll see what happens. Derrick Henry against the Patriots. I don't know if he gets 21 points, what they got him projected. Bucky Irving in Carolina. I think they'll lean on him. Judkins at Buffalo might be okay. DK at Detroit should be fine. Christian Watson. Okay, you got him in, so maybe he's not injured. Maybe he is playing, and it doesn't help Jaden Reed out as much. If he's in, he should have a good game. I mean, he's a burner. But Chicago's turning the ball over on folks in that secondary like no other team in the league, so we'll see what happens. And then you got Panthers defense against Carolina, against Tampa Bay. This one's close. I like what Philly Boy Green's doing, and I like his matchups. I say he pulls it off, and he keeps moving forward. So we're going Philly Boy Green. Final game of the week is me and Duke Shabags, and I'm not even going to go through this shit. The projections are just crazy in his favor, and I already know. I've been looking all week at what I can do to try and win this one. I just don't see any way it happens. Unless I get one of those crazy fucking Jahmyr Gibbs or Nico Collins games, probably need both of them to have it. I just can't see it. My matchups are complete ass, and this dude's got to go up against the fucking Faders, the Redskins, Atlanta. I mean, his matchups are awesome. I wouldn't be shocked if he was up close to last week's point production and just puts belt to ass on me. So I hate to see it, but good luck. Hey, crazier shit's happen. Maybe I pull it off. I hope so, but I can't see any way it happens. So good luck, Duke, and congratulations on your win back in the championship. I ain't too mad. Either way, it'll be my second year in a row playing for third, and that ain't too bad considering I can't get nothing in the fucking free agent market. So we're going strictly off skill and drafting ability. And I know the commission talking about this whole manage your roster bullshit. Come on, dude. Come on. Just because you had a bad experience with the free agent stuff, it ain't about completely managing your roster. If you draft and you can only go with what you drafted, I would say you're doing a pretty fucking good job at managing your roster. Anyway, I digress. Next segment, where I was right, where I was wrong. Where I was right, my note says Jonathan Taylor. Oh, yeah, I had Jonathan Taylor. They had him projected super high last week. I called that shit. There was no way he was putting up those numbers in that game, not with the quarterback change and everything else. And sure enough, they should be the focal point of the team's offense, but they couldn't get it going. I don't know what it was, but he only walked away, I think, with 12 points last week. So I pulled that one off and got it right. Where I was wrong, I said Jared Goff was not going to do a whole hell of a lot and would probably struggle against that defense. That motherfucker popped off and put up 30 and did what he was supposed to do. He's a good quarterback. It's not uncommon for him to have 30-point games, but I misread that one for sure and got it wrong. So, I don't know if I'll make the same mistake again. Where I was right, Christian Watson. I told you going up against Denver secondary, there's no way. I didn't think he was going to have near as big a game as they were projecting for him. There's a possibility, of course, but they did put PS2 on him a bunch. He didn't shadow him, but he covered him when it matters, and man, he held him down. He may be a burner, but PS2 is just a different kind of animal, man. He's hands down the best corner in the league, in my opinion. But again, I'm biased as fuck. But his Defensive Player of the Year speaks to it. And then, of course, his output and production this year, same thing. He's killing it, even though he missed 3-4 games. But yeah, I got that one right. Christian Watson out. And as Canola was saying, that dude is fragile because nobody even touched him on that interception. That dude was gone for the rest of the night, back to the hospital. So it is what it is. All right, where I was wrong. Joe motherfucking Ice. Joey Ice, Joe Burrow. Dude, I thought he was going to keep doing what he does and put up a 25, 30-point game, but whatever happened, he's fallen off. I don't know if it's a mental thing, what's going on, but he got his ass spanked, and he didn't put up nothing last week, so I misread that one. Maybe he has a bounce back this week. I don't know. He seems to be in his head, something crazy. All this media attention and his sad, mopey, fucking depressed press conferences, that shit's weird to me. If you get a chance, if y'all know who Coach JB is, he was on that Netflix show, College Shit. He's got this whole fucking rant that he puts on Joe Burrow, and it's fucking hilarious. Matter of fact, if I think about it, I'll go find it and post it in the chat tonight. But, man, he knocks his ass out the park. It's fucking awesome. But, where I was wrong, Joe Burrow. A couple topics real quick before I jump off here. Wanted to touch on some stuff from the commissions pod. As far as the openings and how that's going to work out, I personally have no problem with these Bucks staying. If you need an official vote, I'm glad to jump in and vote. I still think it was a shitty move, but I don't know. I understand your reason behind booting him in the first place because of it, and I support that wholly. I put that in all my pods as well. But if you thought better of it and you think to maybe hold on, give him that second chance, let him stick around, I would wholly support that too. It's a tough position to be in for you, and tough shit on his side too, man. So I don't know. I was always torn on that one, but rules are rules, and that's why, like I said, I stand with the commission on whatever you decide on that one, but I would vote to keep him if you decided to. But with that, 100%, I'd love to see Aaron Luna come in the league if there was that opening still and you thought better of it. When he found out that I got brought into the league, I didn't know you guys knew each other, all that. He started freaking the fuck out. Like, he talked about this league like it was the greatest myth in the world, and talked about how he'd been trying to get invites for years and just didn't know the secret handshake and all that, so he was shocked I got in. I think he would be a nice addition. I think BDZ would tear his little ass apart, unfortunately, but then I don't know. Maybe he's got some scrap in him. He's a tough dude. Maybe he bounced back and cut you up like I did. But, again, if it came to a vote, my vote would 100% be to get Luna in there. I think he'd be a nice addition to it. And now the final piece, the other two questions that came up that you talked about doing a full league-wide vote on, the free agent pickups. Again, I'm with BDZ. I still stand by it. I don't think he did anything illegal. I think he read between the lines strategically, made some moves. It's stupid shit. It's frowned upon. It's much like what these Bucks did. Dropping your whole roster, it's not against the rules, but it's highly frowned upon because it's just bitch shit. So I don't know if putting a cap on free agent pickups every week is the right move. Maybe it is. If you did, I would say, 4 or 5 makes sense. But I don't know that we're going to have to deal with somebody picking up 25 motherfuckers in a week and dropping them again just to give themselves an advantage. But if you need a vote on it, I would say sure, vote. I would cap it. Cap it at, like I said, 4 or 5 a week. Makes perfect sense to me. And if you can't, this goes back to everything you were saying with being able to manage your roster. If you can't manage your roster effectively with 4 or 5 free agency pickups in a week, then you probably shouldn't be in the league. And then the final piece, the voting on the free agency stuff. You guys talk shit all you want. I'm bitching and complaining when I win in the division and all that. I would argue completely against you, Commish, on this one. I don't think, it takes away from the strategy in this. If anything, it adds to the strategy, and it gives those folks, like, just because I draft well doesn't mean I don't get hit by injuries. I understand it works in the NFL that worst teams pick first, but they also get their players for 4 to 5 years in a row and have a stockpile of talent to build off of. We get a single season, and injuries do take place. Production falls off out of nowhere. We miss in the draft and all that. My personal opinion is it would be nice to have that ace in your pocket that if you drafted well, good. You're sitting there. Everybody else, they're still dealing with their shit. Those same guys are going to get their free agent pickups every week because the guys that don't really need it aren't going to be picking folks up. But the week when they absolutely do, when they get hit with a critical injury, when a Jamar Chase goes down, but they were already sitting in first or second place and now can't pick anything up because of that, it's nice for them to be sitting at the top and say, you know what, now I can go grab the guy that's coming in for him, gives me an upper shot. I shouldn't be penalized because I draft better than motherfuckers like BDZ. 2 years in a row sitting in shitty spots in the draft, and here I am playing for third. Y'all treating it like I'm a fucking leper or something, like I'm an asshole for drafting well and being mad that I can't still build a roster when I absolutely need to. But it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't going to be mad. I'm still beating y'all's asses without the free agents. I intend to keep doing that each and every year through the draft because that's just how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to draft well. And for those that can't draft well and need to do 50, 60, 70 pickups, more power to you. My personal opinion is I think it would be nice to be able to hold that spot, sit at the top of the board if you needed it. Again, most folks ain't going to just go blow their pickup if their team's doing well just to grab that first free agent in week 2, week 3. That's just not how that shit works. But anyway, is what it is. If it goes to a vote, I'll be happy no matter how it shakes out. But that's my 2 cents on it. I think it adds to the strategy rather than taking away, and is a form of roster management that just ain't getting credit for. So is what it is. But again, good luck to all y'all this week. Duke, fuck you. I hate you're going to kick my ass. Everybody else, I'll see you down there in the Turkey Bowl next week. But good luck. I hope it pans out for all y'all. Out of here. Oh, and sorry I'm late, man. Sitting at the fucking MP station with shitty-ass airmen tonight. I'm so ready to be done with this shit. Talk to y'all later.